Good afternoon, cult members, and welcome to the Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And this is going to be our trailer reaction for The House of the Dragon, Black. We are Team Black. We have talked about this in the previous trailer. We did the green trailer that is also out right now. Please like and subscribe and whatever so you can go find it. I'll tag it at the end of this video. But here we go. House of the Dragon, Black. Proceed.
We fight for our queen!
The one true queen. Somewhat. And Black.
My father chose me, his firstborn child, to succeed him. He held to his decision until death.
Which was not a good decision.
And yet, Alicent's son sits my throne. I mean to fight this war and win.
I love the crown.
Yeah.
The realm will soon tear itself apart. If men do not remember the oath sworn to King Viserys and to his
They're at the wall. That's one of the Stark. That's the Stark kid.
Yep.
The High Elves are marching. You must crush this beast at its head.
Our terms are very simple. Renounce the false king and bend the knee to the queen, or your house burns.
All right.
And the desire to kill and burn.
That dragon looked pregnant.
Yeah, it did.
You will not even remember what began the war in the first place.
We fight for our queen!
I feel what I've begun.
June 16th. June's gonna be very busy for us. We talked about this in the other trailer that Acolyte also comes out in June. Hopefully, luckily not on the same day.
Right.
Okay, so now you've seen both trailers. We talked about in the other one that it was very green based, and that it is the Greens claiming their spot for Aegon.
Yep.
This was very black based for Rhaegar. No, Vhagar is the dragon. For Rhaenyra. So thoughts.
So now that I can compare the two, so the first one was whiny. Alicent whining about how everything went wrong and all I wanted to do was, see my son on the throne, the rightful heir, and blah blah blah, and and everything's just gone to pieces. And this one is, I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm taking back my throne. I'm going and getting, and they, mostly it was about them going to all the other houses and trying to get, forces on their side.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Yeah, it's
very different.
It's very different. The black trailer is very much about we're getting ready for war.
Yep.
And the green trailer is very much about playing the politics of the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And doing sitting at King's Landing, not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like it's them just sitting around talking about war.
Yeah.
And Rhaenyra and everybody is out going and getting support for her true thing. Now, her dad did nothing to help this situation by making her queen on his deathbed and not having officially anybody around there. And his hand, Alicent's dad, is a douche. So he played the politics game long before he died.
Well, he did not make her queen on his deathbed. He told Alicent he made it sound like it was Alicent's son that he wanted on his deathbed. He announced Rhaenyra way earlier.
He was talking about the dagger and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That was going.
She took that to mean that it was her son that he wanted.
It's been a minute since we watched the first season. Unlike Game of Thrones, this is coming out much faster than the the seasons.
Right. We're not waiting for George to, write more books.
And Dan and Dave to make up the story. And
yeah.
We talked about this in the other trailer. I liked what they did I liked what they did in Game of Thrones as a show. I'm not married to the books though, so that's but I liked what they did in the last 2 seasons. I may not have loved every little decision, but I liked overall the story that they did there. In that story, we had Varys as the one who actually was speaking, having the conversations with everybody and speaking for the people. We don't have that person in this time period yet.
Right, or anybody that can... I mean, so... I can't remember her name. The mother, the white-haired...
Yes.
So she was kind of doing that last season.
Yeah.
Until they made it very clear that
right. And they put her in prison. And
right. Yeah. She was trying to be the go-between between, everybody, but that didn't work out well.
Yeah,
so
she didn't. She should have been the queen over Rhaenyra's father, who's, again, we haven't watched the show in a minute, so I can't remember everybody's name. So she was the one that was
relearn all these names again. Yeah,
the queen, the non-voted in queen or whatever.
Yeah.
And we talked about too in the other trailer that just to kind of keep expectations at a simmer and not boiling over, like which is what happened in the final 2 seasons of the Game of Thrones, is this is not going to be the war.
Right.
The war may not happen in this season. The war will not happen this season.
Right.
The war might not even happen next season. This is going to be about forming alliances, moving the chess pieces, getting things. We will have skirmishes. We will have actions. We have dragon on dragon, things going on. We actually might even lose a couple of dragons. But we are not getting the war. The war is not coming this season.
Yeah.
The war is season 4, season 5.
Yeah, I expect that to be the end. Because that's really what this story is about.
Yeah.
Is how we got there.
Yeah.
So.
And HBO is going to try to milk this thing for as long as they can. So I'm saying season 5.
Yeah.
And then when we get to season 5, we'll have, is it Duck and Egg? And we'll get Snow. I really want to see the Jon Snow North of the Wall story. I really want to see that.
Yeah, I don't. I heard that it was maybe.
Yeah.
Not happening, but.
It's everything got screwed up with the pandemic and the strikes and everything like that. So it could still be going on. They just haven't put it down.
About it,
We haven't put it down yet. But I'm very excited about this show. We love the first season. We have to rewatch it so we know where we're at. Once we do weekly discussions about what we just saw.
Yeah.
And so what you should do is like this video and follow us, so you can be all caught up on our reactions when they come back up in June. So, like I said, like this video. Be nice, too, in the comments, because we can't remember everybody's name, because everybody's name is, 2 letters off from the last name, and it gets confusing. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, follow us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It's free, it helps us out, share with your friends, build a community, help us build a bigger cult. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night now.